Hey, what's up and welcome. I am Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer from South Africa. I was just browsing for some inspiration on Figma community, looking for a UI that will capture my interest as a designer and as a developer, a UI that will challenge me, and I came across this one. Apologies about that. I came across this design. I think this is the designer, so let's appreciate the designer for this awesome work. Okay, it's very important to acknowledge somebody, more especially when they have done a great job. Okay, even if they are trying, it's very important to acknowledge. Okay, this is great work from this designer. As you can see, these are some of his design, and I would like to assume it's a male. If it happens that maybe not a male, my apologies about that. I can't really tell from the name, and I don't know a lot of languages. Okay, I know only a few languages, so I sincerely apologize if there might be that misunderstanding. Okay, without wasting time, guys, let's just jump straight into it. So what I did, I have opened it here on Figma. Okay, let's just quickly go through some sort of what can I say, house rules. Okay, or who is this video for? If you are looking for a quick code, you want to quickly see something, you don't like people who explain a lot, you don't like to get into concepts, okay, you don't want to really understand how programming works, but you want to know how can I code it, okay, this video is not for you. Then who this video is for? This video is for someone who has followed a lot of YouTube videos, maybe 5 hours or 6 hours, but they realized that after finishing that project that they were following, they cannot create their own. So that's a problem that I'm trying to solve, and the solution to that is that most tutorials, they are just coding and you are following along. They don't break down the decisions. Okay, like even in any company in general, if you are not making the decision, even if you are a CEO, but if somebody else is making the decision, then you are wasting years and years thinking that you are gaining experience. So I am solving that problem here. So this is the only, and I repeat, the only tutorial that you're going to watch from the beginning to the end, and you can fix your CV. Even if you knew nothing about React and React Native, you can start to brush up your CV and then apply for a job as a React Native developer. Believe me, it's gonna be worth it, and I'm really sure about what I'm saying. So without that or with that being said, then let's see what we can do from here. Okay, so what I'm going to do also, I'm going to be a bit, what can I say, I'm going to use different techniques in trying to get more in less time. Okay, I'm very concerned about your time. Okay, so time and again, I'm going to pause the video and quickly do some preparations. For instance, when I want to connect my phone, I'm not going to show you all those things because they will just take your time. So that will be the approach. Okay, every time I will try to save time as much as I can, but I will keep you updated. I will explain. Okay, for instance, now let's start with creating an expo app. Okay, so it's as easy as like create expo app. The reason why I'm starting this way, remember I told you that this is the only tutorial that you are going to watch and feel like it's only now that you understand React Native, because I'm going to show you everything. So the reason why I'm starting from here, even if you are a beginner, I'm just showing you that this is how we do things as developers. Okay, in fact, this is how I do things. Okay, I don't memorize things that I don't really have to, and I also don't what can I say, pride myself of being a genius. Okay, I am just a normal guy who's trying. A lot of things will go wrong in this tutorial. We are going to fix it. That's how it's going to be, but it's going to be packed with a lot of information. Okay, and also in those things that we'll be doing, I will be teaching you and helping you to learn. So as you can see, I'm inside this folder, YT Tutorials 2024. This is also confirmed by this terminal. Okay, so by this terminal line, as you can see, the last folder here is Tutorial 2024. This is very important because it shows you where the project is running. So we're going to create an expo project, npx create expo app. Let's call this, let's just quickly check there, guys, my apologies about that. Okay, let's just say food app. Okay, food app. Okay, I like to use small letters simply because with Next.js you don't use capital letters, so that's why you see me always defaulting to small letters. And then when we click enter here, the system will create a folder in this file. As you can see, there's a lot of things here, but the system will create a folder here. We will then have to open that folder, okay, and run the project from there. I think this is enough, guys. This is going to take some time, so I'm going to pause the video and then I will come back when this is done. And at the same time, I'm going to connect my phone so that when I'm coming back you can see a screen somewhere here. I think that's it, guys. Okay, guys, I am back. As you can see, the system is done. Okay, and also here I am using an application called Let's View. Okay, it's an application called Let's View. I'm connecting my phone. I've got also an Android version installed in my phone, so it enables me to some sort of share screens. Okay, my apologies about that. So what we are going to do now, let's just quickly run the application. Okay, so very important, remember last time we said this is where we are pointing, and we've created a folder somewhere here. Okay, this is the folder, so this means that we are not in the folder that we want. Any command that we run here will result to an error. So what we need to do, we can go to that folder by typing cd and we type the name of the application. But what I don't like about this way is that when I'm looking at here, still it doesn't feel like I am inside this folder. As you can see, there's a lot of things here, and remember, when we are working with this project, we are going to, as you can see, I'm lost even now, we are going to look for things, we are going to change this folder. So this is how I usually go about it. I click anywhere in this folder and then I will click reveal in Explorer so that I can get into the actual folder, as you can see. So I will copy this folder, this address, okay, and then I will go back to Visual Studio Code and I will open a folder, and then I will type that address, and then now I know that I am opening only this folder. Okay, let's see the difference, guys. Okay, as you can see, apologies about that. As you can see, now we are inside here. Okay, this is clean and straight to the point. Okay, so I like to do it this way. It might be a little bit longer than change directory and then you point to that specific folder, but I like to do it this way. So now what we are going to do, you can just go down here and drag this up so that you can see your terminal, or you can just come here and click new terminal. Okay, and what else can we do? Now let me move this. Okay, just quickly close some things here. Okay, let's continue, guys. Okay, so we are going to run a command npx expo start. Okay, in case you are thinking that I'm a genius, no, I'm not a genius. You can come here and you can see here is the command. Okay, here is the command. So npx expo start, that means it's going to start the project. Okay, meanwhile you're starting the project, let me explain a little bit about Expo make it easier for you to run your React Native applications on your phone, like as in live. So this means that you don't really need an emulator or an iOS emulator or Android emulator. You can use your phone. Okay, it will mean that you have to create an Expo account. It's free and it's the one that I'm using now, and then you need to install Expo Go. This is the one that I've opened. As you can see, guys, now that this project is running, as you can see on my Expo app, it's showing me, okay, that I've got this app. So I'm going to click on it on my phone, then it's going to open. I hope, guys, everything is still clear at the moment, because I want everything to be clear in details. I want you to really get the essence of what is going on here, even if you are new. Okay, so I hope you've got your pen and the paper, because I've got my own pen and the paper. Okay, so this is going to be more like a classroom lecture, so there will be a little bit of explanation. Obviously I will try to limit it, but my vision for you, or my goal, okay, is that I wish you can learn a skill, but not only learn a skill, but be able to present the skill. So if you follow me doing a code, you might be good at something, but if you are being asked what is React re-rendering, okay, what is server-side programming, you are server-side rendering, you are not going to know those things. So in the mix, I want to introduce you to those things. So let's continue, guys. Let's keep it flowing and let's keep it going like water. So my apologies about that. So now, as you can see, this is the welcome screen. So let's just quickly check where this is. Okay, this is here on app. This is here on app, as you can see. Okay, let's save and see. You are the best of the best, and indeed I'm talking about you. You are the best of the best. Maybe you might not know it yet, but after this video you will know that you are the best of the best. Okay, so as you can see, guys, whatever that I'm changing here, it's changing also on my screen. I think I'm happy with this. Okay, so let's continue. So what we are going to do, we are going to start with some sort of a little bit of fun. Okay, so what we are going to do, as you can see, this is just two screens. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to create a, what can I say, a splash screen and an onboarding. Okay, so let's quickly get into splash screen. Okay, in my Figma files, I have got a template of a splash screen that I have been using. Okay, so I'm just going to pause the video, quickly open that template, and then we work from there. Okay, guys, as I have promised, I am back. Okay, so I've got this template for splash screen and Expo icon. Okay, so this file, you can search it on Google and search Expo app icon and splash, maybe / Figma or space Figma. You will get this file. Okay, so as you can see, this is some sort of an icon of the app that I did for a client, and if you might be interested, it's available on Google Play Store. Okay, you can check. This is the app. Okay, so guys, let's see what we can do from here. So whatever we paste here, it's a template, so it will just show up here. Okay, to show you how this is going to look like. So what we are going to do now, let's copy this file. Okay, let's copy this file and adaptive icon. Okay, let's just copy everything from here. Okay, let's just copy these, okay, and paste it on our file, which is here. Okay, as you can see, and then let's quickly create the splash screen. Okay, So why am I showing you this? To be honest, I had a tough time with getting this right, okay? More especially when you are creating a splash screen from maybe your own sizes, maybe you are using Photoshop and you are trying to get it right, okay? It took me some time to get it right, so I felt like if I can, let me just quickly show you how it's done. So meaning that this splash screen is not going to be fancy, okay, but I'm just showing you how can you create a splash screen. So let's just quickly do that, okay? So let me copy this file, create a duplicate of this. Okay, let's just create a duplicate of this. If you are a developer, I will advise you learn Figma, okay? I have got a coding channel for teaching where I teach people only the Figma skill. I'm a designer and I'm a developer, okay? So that will help you a lot more, especially if you are still new in the industry and you want to get a job, okay? Most companies, mostly the startup companies, they want people who can do a little bit of design, okay? They obviously to save some company money. Okay, enough about that. As you can see, guys, we've just got this template. So what I'm going to do, I want a background from here. We are not going to like do a lot of things. I just want a background. Okay, I just want a background and that's it. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's take this out. Okay, take this out. Let's see. Okay, now let me just create a shape and let me just sample this color, and I will bring this to the back. Okay, bring it to the back. As you can see, guys, we've got that cool effect and nice background there. Okay, also what we can do, let's see if we can just color this as is. Let's see, where is the fill? Let's add the fill 100%. Let's just sample this color. Okay, and then I think this is where we're supposed to put our logo. Okay, we can take this one out for now. Okay, put it here, and then I'm going to take this, move it slowly and slowly and slowly until you are sure that it's inside this frame, and then let's just quickly press K on Windows, okay, on your keyboard, and expand this. Okay, what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to achieve the same look and feel, okay, of the application. Okay, I'm trying to achieve the same look and feel of the application. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to press V so that I can get these details. Okay, this was already 20%. Let's try 10. Okay, let's try 8. Okay, because I want it to be a little bit subtle. Okay, I'm happy with this, guys. This is a splash screen. And okay, let's see, do we have a logo or the name? Okay, we don't really have a name. Okay, not a problem, guys. Let's just quickly go here, and then just say food. I hope I'm going to get a food icon here, which is this one. I'm happy with this. I'm going to use this as it is. Just copy. Okay, where do I want to be? I want to be here. Okay, I want to be here. So in most cases, you are going to some sort of create your own project. Okay, so the skill that I'm showing you now, or this some sort of simple skill on how to do splash screen and all those things, you are going to need it, believe me. Okay, you are going to need it. Let's just make press V and make this white. Okay, make this white. Okay, press K. This is our logo. Okay, cool beans. And then we are going to take this dish to here, and this, I hope it's a lettuce or spinach, I don't know what it is. Okay, let's just quickly scale it up. Okay, and then scale this one up. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm happy with this. Let me just make sure that everything is centered. Okay, make sure this is centered and this one is centered. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, happy with this, and then let's put the name of our app and then we are done. Okay. Okay, let's change the font for area. Okay. Control B and make it bold and press K to scale it. Okay, guys. Okay, I'm happy with this, guys. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, let me lock this background. Okay, let me click on it and let me lock it. Okay, so that it cannot disturb me. Now let me Okay, looks like it didn't lock. That's not much of a problem. Okay, Control G, I'm grouping these, centering this, make sure that it's centered. Okay, let's take our logo out for now. Okay, Control Shift A to create an auto layout, and let's center this. Okay, guys, I'm happy with this. This is our splash screen, and then let's save our splash screen. Okay. Okay, make this small a little bit. Okay, 100%. Let's just take one of these. Okay. Scale it up. Okay. Control CV. Okay, guys, as you can see, here is our splash screen. Then I'm going to save this. Let me press V to get more options. Let me save it as a PNG. Okay, that's splash, and then let's save our icon. This is the icon. Okay, this is the icon size. Let's scroll up. Let me check also this one. Is it the same size? Not really. Okay, adaptive icon. This is the icon. Let's just check here. Okay, so let's just check here. Okay, 1024. Yeah, I think this is the icon that we are looking for. So what we are going to do, let's just duplicate this. Okay, and then let's remove whatever that is inside here. Let's just copy the color, go to fill. Okay, let's sample this gray, and then from there let's put our logo inside here. Okay. Okay. Let me just click here. let's go to main component. This is not where I want to be. I want to detach this instance. Let's right click. Let's see auto layout, main component, publisher, add a variant. No, okay. CV. Okay, my apologies about that. Okay, let me just do it this way. Okay, Control V, Control V. Okay, I've got the same width and height. Sample this color. And then boom, we've got our logo. Let's just scale this up. Then center it, and then I'm happy with that. Let's save this. Okay, press V. And then we are done, guys. So that means we are done with the splash screen. Okay, we are done with the splash screen. And now what we are going to do, we need to just go back to VS Code, and then let's go here, and then let's open Revealing Explorer. Okay, we just need to paste these here. Okay, let's just quickly do some confirmation. So these are the icons that comes with the project. Let's just quickly drag and drop them here on Figma. Okay, just to be safe. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's start from here. Okay, 1024, I'm happy with that. This is 1024. Let's just look at the screen. 1284. Let's just look at this one. 1284, as you can see, guys. Okay, we are winning. And then let's go here. Okay, let's just copy this and this, copy it. Okay, and then let's go to our assets. Let's paste this here. Replace the file destination. Obviously the splash is going to be replaced. Yes. Okay, and the icon was not replaced. Okay, so let me just delete this one and rename here icon. I don't want to open it. My apologies about that. I want to rename it. Where is my rename? Show more. Rename icon. As you can see, guys. Okay, that means we are good to go. Okay, this took me some time to get it right. Maybe it was the measurements or whatever, but that's why I'm showing you. Okay, that means we are done with that. And then what we're going to do now, where is the screen? Our screen, where is our screen? Maybe I have dragged it somewhere. Here is it. Okay, at least we are done with this section. So let's see, let's do what? Let me refresh on my phone. Okay, let me refresh this. The thing you need to note about the splash screen, sometimes it doesn't load immediately. Okay, sometimes, as you can see, sometimes it doesn't load as immediately, but as we work on this project, okay, you will see it will pop in. Okay, as we work in this project, it will show up. Okay, it doesn't show up immediately, and I don't know why. Okay, let's see what else we can do. Let me check, is this the icon? Double click, yes, and the splash, yes. Okay, not a problem. Let me try to even remove and try to run. Okay, this is the other thing that we need to do, guys. My apologies about that. Not only this, let's go to our terminal. Okay, go to our terminal. Okay, let's press Ctrl C here, okay, so that we can restart the server. There is a flag here which is -C for some sort of cleaning the application. It's like it's, what can I say, a hard reboot. It's something like that. My apologies about that. So I'm also putting that flag just for that case. But in case, guys, maybe it's taking some time to show up, more especially the icon. The icon, I'm sure it's going to take some time. Okay, the icon is going to take some time. In case the splash screen is taking some time, don't mind. When you are saving it to export as an APK, believe me, it will work. So let's see. For instance, as you can see here, if we've got food app here, suppose the logo is here, suppose, okay, but as I've told you, it's going to take some time. Okay, so what I'm looking for now is a splash screen. As you can see, guys, the splash screen, I'm sure it's going to work, but that logo, it's going to be there when you are deploying your application. And then now what we want to do, guys, we need to make sure we fix this. As you can see, then let's go to, okay, so the reason why I started from here, from the splash screen, these are the things that I wanted to show you, so that when we are done here, you can say to the employer, I can create an app from start to finish. Okay guys, so I want app.json, okay, and then here I want splash, okay, yes, okay, as you can see, here is the splash. Okay, the resize mode is contain. We need to change it to cover. Okay, we need to change it to cover. Let's restart. Okay, as you can see, guys, now it fits the whole screen. Nice. Okay, I'm happy with this, guys. I am happy with this. We are getting there. Boom, we are done with step number 1. Okay, if this has been simple and I have been explaining it like simple and you are getting it and you are taking some notes, I am happy with that. Okay, so please, guys, take some notes and make some screenshots. Okay, let me show you how I learn from other videos. Okay, just to show you that I'm not a genius, but I have been, there is an image that we are going to use here. There is a code that we are going to not necessarily copy, but this is a reminder, we are going to use this code in the project that we are busy with. So this is how I learn. As you can see, guys, okay, these are different tutorials where I take a screenshot of something that I know it's going to be useful, and I do highlight sometimes, okay, so that I can know what I'm talking about here. Okay, so this is how I'm learning. As you can see, guys, this is a lot. Okay, this is a lot. Okay, so enough about that. So I wish you can do the same thing. Okay, so it's an endless scroll. Okay, so what I usually do, I'm running Windows, I press PRT space SC. This will come up. This is I think it's a snippet or something, I don't know, but this is a default application. So this is what I will do. I will screenshot, as you can see, snipping tool. Okay, and then from there I will go to this highlight. I will take a yellow and I will try to, let's say this is what I want to highlight. I want to make sure that I'm highlighting this. Okay, resize mode cover, and then I will copy this and paste it in my notes. Okay, so that's how I've been learning. Okay, so guys, I'm happy that you have made this far, and I'm happy that you feel like this is simple, this is something that you can follow, and I'm giving you tips and tools for becoming a better developer. In case you are a good person, okay, you always want to return a favor, subscribing will be the best thing you can do for me, and if you can do that, I will be the happiest man alive. It says a lot about this channel and me. It means that I am reaching out and helping someone selflessly, or without expecting, like, what can I say, pay me or something. Okay, let's continue, guys. We are done with step number 1. So step number 2 will be to create an onboarding. If there's anything that you don't understand, please comment. Okay, shoot a comment below. I will be more than willing to explain that. So now, guys, we are going to get into an onboarding. Okay, So we're going to create an onboarding screen. Okay, an onboarding screen, it's those 2 to 3 or sometimes 5 screens that gives you information about the application. In case you don't know, don't worry, I have got an awesome library, okay, which is Africa. Okay, so now what we need to do, okay, also please copy this website. This is the best website for SVG. Like, as far I've been using SVG, it has got everything. Some others, they might want you to pay, okay, more especially if you are using those ones on Figma. Okay, this is the best. Okay, that's why it's always here. Okay, I have pinned it, it's always here. Okay, I've been using it from day one. Now let's continue, guys. Now let's go to npm. I think I can. Okay, npm. Okay, we are going to install a library which is called Africa. Okay, we are going to use Africa. Africa comes with what can I say, with an onboarding template. Okay, on onboarding screen template. Okay, you will see it's not going to be long. Okay, we're just going to change some images and put some text, and that will be it, guys. Then we are going to have an onboarding, like out of the box onboarding. Let's click search here. Okay, let's see, maybe it's my internet. Is it searching? Yes, as you can see, guys, this is Africa. Okay, and then how do I install it? npm I Africa. Okay, now let's go back here. This is the other thing that you need to note. Remember, I didn't explain much about these files. Okay, I didn't want to, the reason why I don't want to make this video longer, but I will explain as we are using them. Okay, let me just close and only leave this one. Now we have worked with app.json. As you can app.json, as you can see, guys, we were changing the screen from the resize mode of the screen from contain to cover. Okay, happy with that, cool beans. Let's continue. Now we are going to use okay, we're going to use package.json. Okay, as you can see, guys, these are the packages that are here for now. Now we are going to install Africa. So for now, as a beginner, when you are installing a new library, please always come here and cancel Control-C and paste a command for that library, and then install it and then run the system again. There is also an option where you can click here to have another command. Okay, command line, so meaning that this one is live, and then you can install what did I press something? This is unusual. Okay, okay, no problem. Okay, let me try to cancel. Okay, let me just continue with what I was saying. I will look at this. Okay, so this is also the other way of doing it, but this sometimes gives a problem. Okay, when you are installing something meanwhile the system is running, it might show a lot of errors. Okay, sometimes your app might not run, okay, because of you are installing something while it's running. Okay, it will some sort of channel you to unnecessary debugging, whereas you just have to refresh. So for now, let's just get used to, okay, let me delete everything here. Let's just get used to one terminal. Okay, it will save us a lot of time. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's check, let's refresh the package.json to see if we have the to see if we have that package that we were installing. Okay, app I apologize about that, package.json. Let's see, do we have Africa here? Not really as a dependency. Okay, let's try it again. Maybe my copy and paste had a problem. Okay, we are inside food app Africa. Okay, now let's install. If it does the same thing, guys, we are going to continue. Okay, this is supposed to just install like normally without any other problems. Okay, but if it does, not a problem. We are just going to continue and do something else. As you can see, guys, okay, here is Africa. It's being installed. Okay, cool beans. And then let's run. Okay, if you want to run the previous commands that you ran before, you can just when you are here on this terminal, you can just press an arrow up. No, this not this one. This is what we want. Okay, I'm going to keep this here because it helps on cleaning the project. Okay, even though I don't have more details about it. Okay, but some other libraries, they always after you did something, they will recommend this flag so that we make sure that the system is fresh and it's loading the updated things. So I'm going to keep it here for now. Okay, it's going to help us a lot. So in case you are experiencing some challenges, the errors that you don't really understand as you are working, just cancel everything, like stop the terminal, close Visual Studio Code, and then run it again. Okay, usually that's the, what can I say, the first tip. Okay, and it works, guys. Okay, more especially after you have installed a library. Okay, okay, let's see, where is, say, I think it has disconnected. Okay, so let's go to Let's View. Okay, Let's View will time and again disconnect. Okay, but that's not a major issue. Okay, when it's disconnect, I will just connect again. Okay, usually it doesn't take some time, as you can see. Okay, it disconnected and I connected again. Okay, and it worked. Okay, so it's not going to take much of our time. I'm happy with this splash screen. Okay, I'm happy with this splash screen. Okay, I'm happy with where we are now. So now we were on Africa. Okay, so when you are here on Africa, what you are going to do, you are going to, now that we've installed Africa, let me just wait for this to finish. Okay, I've got some water. Okay, so time and again I will drink water, so please bear with me. Okay, I'm happy with that. So let's see. Okay, so now what we are going to do, let's continue. Meanwhile this is loading, that won't be a problem. Now that we are done installing Africa, this is what we need to do. Okay, the other thing that I didn't do, which is not a problem, let's remove this styling. Okay, I am not going to use this style sheet for styling. Okay, so let's just make sure that, my apologies about that. Okay, this starts here and it ends here, so I'm removing the whole thing. Okay, so for now let's just remove this so that we make sure that this is clean. Okay, so now that we've installed Africa, so Africa is some sort of a self-documenting library. Okay, the documentation is within itself. Okay, so I also want you to give me a comment as to, is this a great initiative from this library? Okay, let's see. Okay, so Africa has got a component called showroom. Okay, as you can see, guys, this is showroom from Africa. Let's see, let me take the first one. Okay, it's a self-closing tag. Okay, so let's refresh, guys, and see what are we going to see here from Africa on our screen. Okay, bear in mind we don't have any styling here. If we have to give it some styling, we will do so. Okay, 100%. Don't mind about this error here. Okay, I will just remove it. Now what we want to do, this container that Africa is in has not been styled, so let's just style it. Okay, what we are going to do, we are just going to give it let's say a width of 100%. Okay, my apologies about that. Okay, and a height of 100. Okay, we want it to fit the screen. Okay, okay, and the height of 100. Let's save and see. As you can see, guys, everything is working as expected. Okay, guys, now the moment of truth. Okay, I am the creator of Africa. Africa is my own library. Okay, I didn't want to tell you that like beforehand. Okay, so Africa is my own library. Okay, in case you were wondering who is this guy, like the South African designer and a developer, I am Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer. I like to be creative and innovative, and also in the industry I'm bringing my design expertise combined with my development expertise. Okay, so this is me, the guy behind the voice, Matthew Msingati from South Africa. Okay, Africa is my own library. By the way, I have partnered up with someone, so we are a team now. We are planning to revamp and relaunch Africa with a new branding, with a new name. Believe me, the library is awesome. If you obviously if you think that this is a big thing, okay, wait until I reveal the library. Okay, so guys, basically can I try to maximize this? I hope everything is going to work well. Yes, okay, so basically Africa is my own library. I wanted to create something like ChatCN but for React Native. Basically, you've got some components that you can plug and play here. Please guys, go and download the library and use it, and please give me a feedback, because we are creating a revamp of it. Okay, I've got an excellent, great team. Okay, smart guy. Okay, the guy knows everything. Okay, he's a supercomputer. Okay, so so these are the components that you can quickly use. Okay, as you can see, guys, we've got everything here. We've got button, we've got avatar, we've got some image cards. Okay, the other thing, let me just quickly demonstrate this one for you. It might want me to allow a permission for recording. This icon, you can just, okay, let me just allow here. Okay, let me close because that one didn't record. Okay, so let me record as I'm speaking. Okay, this is Matthew recording while I'm speaking. Fail to start recording. Okay, let's see. Okay, okay guys, as you can see, I hope you heard it, because I had to put my phone closer to the microphone, but I hope you did hear the sound. The one that says failed recording, it's the first one. Okay, so that's how the component is for now. So what I want you to do for me in this library, please test it, so that when we are creating the final version, we can get an essence of what you guys want. We want to build a product that people love. Okay guys, on the internet, all the chat application, people who are trying to create WhatsApp clones, they don't have this checkbox. Okay, their own checkbox doesn't have this sharp corner here. Okay, I'm a designer and I'm a developer. I've managed to crack it, and here I'm giving it to you for free. Okay, people who do things for their passion and for the love of it, that's what they do. Okay, as you can see guys, we've got smart components here ready for you to use. Okay, as you can see. Okay, interesting, but this is the component that we are going to use. Okay, this is an onboarding. Okay, so this will fill the entire screen, and when you swipe, as you can see guys, okay, this is Nelson Mandela. Okay, this is the CEO of Google. This is Muhammad Ali, the greatest. Okay, and this is another greatest. This is me guys, Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer from South Africa. Okay, so guys, we are going to make use of this component. Okay, this is Trevor Noah. Okay, this is relevant. And then from here you can click get started. Okay, so this component, when it reaches the last image, okay, when it reaches the last image, there is this get started, but when it's still on like second last, then as you can see there is next. You can even press this next. Okay, next, next, next. So we are going to use this component from my own library. Okay, enough about me. Okay, this is about you. Okay, I want you to be the best of the best. I think now you are starting to get it. Okay, also guys, there is something that I still, let me press escape. There is also something that I still I want us to talk about, okay, which is the mentality, okay, of a developer, but not now, not at the moment. Okay, let me see. Okay, I think everything works. So now if you want to use this documentation, what you do, you right click here and then go to definition. Okay, and then once you go to definition, and then you will see these components. This is how you use this library. As you can see, what's the name of this component? I didn't demonstrate this one. Okay, let me just quickly demonstrate this input box for you. Okay, my apologies about this display. Okay, as you can see guys, this is something like an OTP screen or kind of an input. Okay, enough about that. So this is onboarding screen. That's the name of this component. So what we are going to do now, I think something happened here on my screen. Let's see. Okay, 100%. Nice. Now we are back. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to search here. Okay, find. Remember, now we are inside showroom. We are going to find, okay, onboarding screen. Here is this text for onboarding screen. Then where is the onboarding screen? As you can see guys, here is the component for onboarding screen. Okay, you are going to copy this component and come here. Okay, instead now of showroom, we are going to paste the onboarding screen. Okay, onboarding screen takes some things. There are some things that onboarding screen needs in order to work. Okay, let me not save for now. Okay, as you can see, onboarding screen make use of an array. Okay, so I have designed this component in such a way that you pass this array with all your information, and then from then it will use it, and then it will generate the onboarding screen. So let's go back to showroom and look for that array. Okay, if we can search it, okay, that will make our lives easier. Let's copy this, and then let's go back to showroom, and then let's just click find. Okay, as you can see, this is the where we are assigning it. So let's go to the top. This is where we are defining it, as you can see guys. Okay, so what we can do, let's copy this as is. Okay, this is the array, and then from there let's go to when we are opening. Okay, when we are opening the function, as you can see guys. Okay, so meaning that now this is supposed to be gone, and we are supposed to have an onboarding screen here when we reload. Okay, so the idea behind, okay, property onboarding doesn't exist, not a problem, we didn't import onboarding screen. The idea behind this library, I want it to be self-documenting. I think this is something that other libraries are not doing. Okay, I want to make it easier for you to use it. Okay, it must have that simplicity of some sort of WordPress of some sort. Okay, I don't think that is what the industry is doing at the moment. So please let me know if this is simple enough. So what we need to do here, we need to go close to this onboarding screen. We need to press controls and space. Okay, then we're going to import onboarding screen from Africa. Okay, we didn't import it from here, and then let's click save. Boom, guys, as you can see, after the splash screen, we've got an onboarding screen. Okay, as you can see, guys. Okay, nice. Okay, nice. Okay, this is me. Okay, Trevor Noah. And then from then, when you click here, this is what it says: transition to the main screen. It's telling you that now you can transition to the main screen. Okay, how does it do that? And then let's see, this is an on complete, meaning that when this onboarding screen is complete, okay, let's say this is alert. Okay, let's say, let me just type here subscribe. Okay, I know you've already subscribed. Okay, remember, guys, I said to you, the promise I make is a promise I keep, and I always keep my promises. When you are done with this tutorial or with this course, you are going to be ready for applying for a job. I meant it. Please keep it. Okay, I meant that in a true sense of the word. Okay, so as you can see, guys, now you can create and add your own splash screen. Okay, now you are on the onboarding screen, something that even well-established developers, they don't really implement the onboarding screen. So what I did, I took my own intelligence, I've thought about things, and I was like, let me create a package where you are just going to install it, and that's it. Boom. Okay, we are not sweating, we are not talking about complex stuff here, trying to confuse you. I want you to learn. What I also want you to do, I want you to go to this onboarding screen and see how I did it. Okay, that's also how you will learn. That's how I got into what can I say, that's how I got an interest of creating my own library. I was using ShadCN, and I went back into the design and changed some things, tweaking some things, up until I was confident that I can create my own library. Okay, so that's how you learn. So please go to this component library and study it. You can, when we are in it, you can ask me any question. Matthew, how did you do this and how did you do that? I will be more than willing to explain to you. Okay, so let's continue, guys. Obviously we had a little bit of a delay there. Okay, but it was worth it. Let's continue, guys. Now, as you can see, guys, we are progressing. Okay, our onboarding screen is working. We just need to customize it. Okay, now let's go to a website which is called Pexels. It has got high quality images. Okay, let's type here food. Okay, as you can see, guys, nice. Okay, for now I'm just going to choose random dishes. Okay, but we were supposed to look at the theme, or what can I say, some sort of the look and feel of the UI. Okay, but guys, this is a tutorial. If we can do everything, it might be longer unnecessarily. So I've copied the image URI, so we are going to just change. And remember, I said we are going to have 3 screens. Okay, so I'm going to change here. Okay, and then save. Let's just check on Mac now. Is there a picture of, wow, interesting, guys. I am proud of myself to have designed this. Okay, I am proud of myself to have designed this. So do you know what I did, guys? Okay, I went to ChatGPT. Okay, and asked ChatGPT, let me just show you the prompt: onboarding screen content for 3 screens of a food. I said food delivery app. Okay, I think this is a food delivery app. Okay, I think so. Okay, but this is just for teaching. Okay, so that's not much of a problem. So let's see, welcome to food app. So this might be the first thing that we need to do here. Okay, as you can see, guys, here, let's type here welcome to food app. Welcome to food app. Welcome to food app. It's a bit too long, but at least it doesn't reach the edge. At least the design is not broken there. Okay, get ready to discover the easiest way to satisfy your craving. This is short. nice and short. So guys, this is also another tip. Okay, whenever you are creating a project, maybe a portfolio or your something that you really want to do, or maybe it's for a client, rule number one, do not come up with the content from your own head or from your own knowledge. Okay, try to get it from somewhere. Okay, number one, your app is going to be realistic. Okay, and also it's going to help on the overall quality of the application. Okay, when we are presenting it to a client, the client will be sold to the idea because it feels realistic. Okay, imagine if you are having a restaurant application that we are presenting to the client or even to the employer, but they don't really get the look. It feels amateurish. It feels like it's a prototype, or they can feel that it's a test. Then obviously you are not going to get a job. Okay, I want you to create high quality application so that one day you can say, Matthew, I got a job from your own videos. Okay, let's see guys. As you can see now, this is too long. Okay, so let's see, get ready to discover the easiest way. Okay, okay, let's just look for another tagline here. Okay, there's a delicious food is just a few taps away. Let's just take this one, guys. Okay, let's just take this one. Remember, I'm a designer, so if things don't align, I'm concerned, I'm worried. Okay, I'm worried. So the designer in me doesn't allow me to accept. Okay, I'm happy with this. I'm still worried about this word. It's too long. Okay, so instead of saying welcome, let's just say here food app. Okay, now this is what I had in mind when I was developing this component library. Okay, as you can see guys, we can click next. Okay, so this one is going to be some sort of a very quick step. Okay, I'm not going to explain a lot, okay, because we need to save some time. So let me just copy not the image, copy the image address. So let's continue. Okay, let's see, let's continue guys. Okay, and then as you can see guys, nice. Okay, and what else do we want to do? Let's look here. Image A. Okay, still not about the title. Effortless ordering. Okay, effortless ordering. That will mean we have to put an image that relates to that. My apologies about that. I should have read the text first. Okay, so let me just go back here to pixels and food order. Okay, let's see guys. Okay, let's see. I think what speaks to what we are doing, it's a person in the kitchen holding a cell phone, and this is the image. Okay, this is the image. Okay, let's see. So I wanted this to be this easy to edit this. Okay, as you can see guys, you don't have to code. Stick with me. I will make you famous. I will take you places to see different faces. I'm Matthew Msingati, the hybrid, the designer and developer, the greatest of all time. Okay, enough about me. Let's continue guys. Effortless ordering. Okay, let's see what content do we have there. It's never been this simple. I like this. This is short, simple and straight. Okay guys, as you can see, we are looking for short messages on point. Okay, so we're only going to have 3 screens guys. Okay, so I'm going to finish soon. Okay, this is, at least this is still perfect. Happy with that. Let's see. Lightning fast delivery. Okay, even this one talks to delivery. Let's see. here, lightning fast delivery here. Okay, there is a saying that says content is king, so I think I forgot that principle here. Okay, meaning that I'm supposed to look at the content and supply an image based on the content. Okay, not just quickly jump to an image first. Okay, then let's see, lightning fast delivery. Let's look for an image that talks to delivery, specifically food delivery. Let's see. My apologies about that. I think this. Okay, I think this, but I wish I can get a more. Okay, I think this does it. Okay, I think image address. As you can see, guys, now we are done. Okay, now we are done. Okay, now we are done. I hope you are enjoying, guys. If you are enjoying and you are learning, you've got your notes ready, please don't forget to just help Matthew, okay, to get monetized, so that I can be motivated or more motivated, okay, to wake up and do these videos. Okay, so now we are done. So let's delete all the rest of these. Okay, let's see what will happen. I think I have taken care of that. Nice. Let's go back, guys, and see. Okay, this is the first one, this is the second one, this is the third one. I think I only had 3. Okay, so that means there is, oh, okay, my apologies about that, guys. The greatest is here. Okay, okay, let's see, guys, let's see. We start here, and then we're here, and then we are here. As you can see, guys, now that we have reached the end, it says get started. Guys, I'm proud of myself to have created this library, and I have some sort of partnered with somebody, and we are coming back with a banger. Okay, the library is going to be a banger, nothing that we have seen before. If you think this is something, okay, I was still alone here. Okay, I have partnered with a guy which knows everything, guys, and I'm learning a lot from him. Okay, we are taking step by step. So, guys, please give me a feedback. That one, I am begging you, give me a feedback as to what can be done and what can we improve, and also let me know about this self-documenting feature of it. Okay, as you can see, it's simple, guys. Everything is there, the array is there, it's populated. You just put your own information and then you are done. Okay, so we have reached the end of this part, and then the next part will be to work on the navigation, meaning that when we click here, we are supposed to go to the next screen on getting started. Okay, so after that, that means we are going to, okay, that means we are going to, where is the actual screen? Okay, my apologies about this, where I am. Okay, or where am I think I can delete these. Okay, I can leave the logo. I think I can delete this. Okay, let's do some cleaning. Okay, some little bit of cleaning here. Okay, a little bit of cleaning here and a little bit of cleaning here. Okay, so that we know what we have. Okay, I'm happy with this, guys. Now we are getting here. Okay, we are getting here, guys. Okay, so what do we need in order to get here? We will need the React navigation. Okay, now let's get into React navigation. Okay, so let me close this, move this a little bit. Okay, React navigation. Okay, let me just take a water break. Okay, let's click React navigation. Okay, What else? React navigation, it's there's a lot of things that we need to work on. Okay, so in case maybe I've been fast, okay, like maybe I've moved fast and for some reason you didn't get it. Okay, let me just show you some sort of a series, okay, only on React navigation here on my channel. Okay, on your channel. Okay, let me just show you I hope the sound. Okay, let me just quickly show you this series. Okay, here I'm explaining in details, going through the documentation step by step. I think I've got almost like 7 videos. Okay guys, this is React navigation. If you want to, maybe things that I didn't mention, this is React navigation, as you can see. Okay, explaining it from the documentation, okay, making it easier for you. Okay, in case obviously I have rushed things through here. Okay, so let's get into React navigation now. I think it's time for us to, what can I say, to get into the classroom. Okay, read the documentation. Okay, this is React navigation. Let's get into the classroom. Okay. Okay guys, let's see what we can do. Okay, now what is navigation? Okay, my apologies about that. Okay, what is navigation? Okay, we're talking about an app here. Okay, so let me just type here navigation. My apologies about my bad writing. Okay, we are talking about navigation. Okay, navigation, it's moving from one screen, okay, to another. Okay, so when you're using the application, this is actually what you are doing. Okay, this screen will present a list of possibilities. For some reason, based on the choice that you have chosen, this might take you here. Okay, clear enough. Okay, so let's just talk about the concept of an app. Okay, so far there are some things that are always there in the application. I think this is what makes what can I say, application development and design not necessarily easy, but at least forgiving. Okay, this is what I mean. Okay, it's either you are going to have bottom tabs. Okay, all applications are like that, whether it's WhatsApp, Facebook, or they are always like this. Okay, there are some icons here. When you click here, another screen will be pushed. When you click here, another screen will be pushed. Okay, you might have a drawer here. Okay, you might have a drawer here where when you some sort of swipe, okay, here a drawer will open. Okay, and then what else? You might have top tabs. Okay, just like WhatsApp. Okay, top tabs here, just like WhatsApp, with all the icons. Apologies about that, with all the icons, as you can see. And also you always have, okay, let me just, okay, you always have a navigation bar. Okay, you always have a navigation bar somewhere here. Okay, here on top. Maybe you might have what can I say, anything, maybe let's say a hamburger menu. Okay, a title, screen title, and you might have the app name, and you might have an arrow here for going back. Okay, so if you understand these, okay, generally in applications, if you understand these, then React navigation, okay, let me just type RN. React navigation helps you with all of these. So it provides like out of the box, what can I say, components for the navigation, the flow, okay, from this screens to another one, from this screen to another one, as you can see, guys. So it has got this top tab, bottom tab, drawers, the navigation headers. Okay, so I was just giving you an idea of what is going on. Okay, let's just now talk about what can I say, the architecture of okay, let's just talk about the architecture of React navigation. Okay, so we've got, let's say you want to use React navigation. Okay, number one, they've got this concept of stack. Okay, what is a stack? As you are pressing these buttons, screens are pushed in and out of the application. So let's just imagine that these screens are being, let me put like this. Okay, somewhere in the phone there is a stack of these screens. Okay, stack of these screens. So based on whatever that you are doing, it's either you are picking the first screen, okay, or you might pick the last screen. Okay, so these screens are going to be displayed here in this cell phone. Okay, my apologies about this. Let's see, I think I can be better in this. I think so. Nice. Okay, so this is your phone. Okay, this is your phone. Okay, so these screens are being pushed in here. Okay, so this is the stack. Okay, so you've got a stack of screens that you don't really see, but they are being pushed one by one depending on which one you want to push. So this is the idea of stack. Okay, and then we've got here under stack, we've got stack navigation. Okay, okay, so this is a navigation mechanism that uses this system. Okay, there is a stack of screens that are being pushed in here. Obviously, what might be the different way of navigation? It might be tabs. As you can see, tabs is different. Okay, what can I say, you've got some cues or you've got some icons or button that when you click, the screen will be pushed. But with stack, it's more like it's an invisible navigation. Okay, you just use it in the code and the screen will be pushed. There are no buttons necessarily. If there are buttons like these ones, well organized, and they will always be in this place. If there are buttons, those are the buttons that the developer has chosen. Okay, so it means that on this onboarding screen, we can use a stack navigation, okay, or a stack navigator, so that when we are here on get started, okay, because we don't really need some sort of a tab at the moment. Okay, this is get started, then we can use a stack navigation to navigate to a different screen. Okay, I hope that one is clear and I hope you are taking notes. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, as you can see, guys, so we are on get started. Okay, let's just read this carefully line by line. Okay, installing, you can use npm install React Native. Let's copy this, let's go back to our code. Okay, and then what we are going to do, okay, the other thing that I must do at the moment, there is nothing that says we are using TypeScript. Okay, so I'm going to change, let me where is, okay, so I'm going to change this file from JS to TSX. Okay, because we are using TypeScript TSX. So the system will pick up that I want to use TypeScript. It will automatically install TypeScript. Okay, we might need it here on React navigation, so it will pick it up that we want to install TypeScript. I just want to show you that. Okay, as you can see, now the system is starting to install some things. Okay, as you can see, even our application, it's restarting. Okay, so this is some sort of an easy way for me to install TypeScript. Okay, it's very easy, it's simple, and it's straight to the point. Okay, nice guys, we're getting there. Okay, I think it's done. So now let's press Ctrl C on Windows, and then we're going to install React navigation. Okay, as you can see, just press enter. Okay, and then let's go back here and see what else we can do. Okay, remember we are using Expo. Okay, the libraries we will install now are, okay, we are going to install these libraries. Okay, React Native Screens, React Native Safe Area Context. If you already have these, okay, now let's install. Okay, installing dependencies into Expo Manage project. Our project, it's Expo Manage project. That means we are going to install React Native Screens and React Native Safe Area Context. Okay, let's continue. Okay, come back here. As you can see guys, it's done installing React Native. Okay, what you can also do, you can always come to this package.json and just double check and confirm things. Okay, let's look for React navigation. As you can see guys, here is it. Okay, and then let's Ctrl V, installing these. Okay, let's go back. My apologies about that. Okay, let's see what else now do we want. We don't need this. Ripping your app in navigation container. Okay, so what I'm going to do to avoid explaining things, okay, using let's say the note, okay, explaining things without you having the context. Okay, I might take time to explain because I want you to get it, and you have to use your imagination. I am going to implement and then explain after. It's going to be easier because I'm just going to follow through the implementation, and then the explanation also will some sort of hit the point home because I'm explaining what you've already observed and seen. Okay, I think it's going to be easier that way. So they are telling us here, wrapping your app in navigation container. Let's see, on your app.js, import navigation container, and export default function, navigation container. Okay, I'm going to do that. Okay, let's see, I'm still thinking. Okay, I'm still thinking, what am I going to do? Yeah, I'm going to do that. So let's import. Okay, go back here. As you can see, it's done. Okay, app.tsx now. Let me import it. Okay, where am I rendering? Okay, here I am rendering. Okay, importing this here. Our code might not be what can I say, it might not be clean. Okay, that's why I was thinking twice about it. So let's do this. Let's create a folder. Okay, let's call this folder navigators. Okay, that means we've got different types of navigators. We've got stack navigator, we've got tab navigator, we've got bottom tab navigator. Okay, so let's create this for the navigators, and then in these navigators we are going to create a stack navigator. Okay, since the naming of the files might be confusing, because if we name this stack navigator, there are also some, what can I say, some functions, some components which might also involve stack navigator. So for the sake of the tutorial, let me just put here our stack navigator. Okay, this, when I started using this library, it has been confusing, okay, because I will name something stack navigator, and when I'm using it, I am not sure if I'm using my own stack navigator or I'm using React navigation stack navigator. So if your name is very close to their component and how they do things, you might not get the essence. So I want, when I'm using our stack navigator, you can even see in the code that this is something that we did. When I'm just using stack navigator or stack navigation, you will know that it's something that we didn't do. Okay, so I'm just going to say our stack navigator, which is stack navigator.tsx. Okay, apologies about that. Then let me just use a command rnfe. Okay, I'm on React Native. Yes, suppose it works. rnfe. Let's see. As you can see, guys, this command makes it easier for me to create simple components. Okay, so what we are going to do now, we are going to where I am, I'm on stack navigation. Yes. Okay, let me import. Excuse me. Okay, my apologies about that. Let's see, let me do a little bit of planning. Let's go back to the notes. Okay, just want to make sure that I've got the right flow. Okay, let's just quickly run through our screens. Okay, this is why on UX this step is important. Maybe you might ask yourself, Matthew, why, if then you are coping without all those fancy complex things like what can I say, what's this thing, this word just quickly ran out of my mind. I don't know why. This is what I want. It's the wireframing. Okay, so things like wireframing, things like UX experience and UI. If you can create an app without those things, what's the importance of those things? Now I'm going to talk to that. Those things are important. Okay, you have to start from there, because I don't have a map of my own app flow. Now in terms of the code, I'm just about to write a code that might not be efficient, because in my mind I don't have a visual map as to what's the entrance of my app and where is my flow going to branch and end. Okay, so let's just quickly do that. Okay, we've got the entry here. Let me just make some steps. Okay, let me just say splash. Okay, let's say this is splash. Okay, as you can see, this is by default. Okay, so it feels like it's not really part number one, but I'm just giving you an idea here. Okay, and then talking about now the screens that we are going to use, and then we've got onboarding. Okay, we've got onboarding. Okay, we've got onboarding. Okay, my apologies about my bad writing. Okay, from here to here. Also, this is more like automatically. Okay, this comes automatically and this comes automatically, but this one we created it. Okay, and then the onboarding will help you to swipe through. Those are not screens. Okay, those are just different sections. And then what will be our first screen from onboarding? When you click get started, and then we are going to jump to, let's say, the welcome screen. Okay, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Okay, and then let me just change colors here. Okay, we're going to have a welcome screen here, or let's just give it a name of home screen. Okay, now we are at home. At home we've got tabs. Okay, at home we've just got tabs, so there's nothing to worry about. Now, since I have mentioned in the previous section, since I have mentioned different types of navigators, okay, these navigators, you can nest them. Okay, so it's like you might have a stack navigator here. Okay, it will help you to move from this screen to this screen, because it's more like you can put a button and use that navigator. Okay, but now once you get into this screen, okay, once you get into this screen, inside that stack navigator, you are going to use a tab navigator. Okay, you are going to use a tab navigator. So we need to structure our code in such a way that this is possible. Okay, I don't want to start coding and have, what can I say, some sort of the stack navigator with its own things, and then now once I get into the tab navigator, then I will be like, oh, I forgot, let's go back to the stack and then let's make some changes. So I just want to architecture my code like at least decently. Okay, it might have mistake, but let me acknowledge that I need to understand what's going on. Okay, remember there was that message from the documentation that says you have to use a navigation container. Okay, there is a nav container. Okay, the idea of a nav container, it's a tab. Okay, it's a component. Okay, and see, it's a component that all, okay, it's a component that all other navigation must be inside in order for everything to work. Okay, meaning that they must be like some sort of wrapped, okay, in this navigation container. So I already have a file called stack navigator. Okay, in that stack navigator, I am going to have the navigation container, because I can't do without the navigation container wrapping everything. Okay, and also this is important for you to note. Okay, okay, I will mention this one later. I don't want to confuse you. Okay, so now let's plan our navigation. Okay, now let's plan our navigation here. Okay, let's see. Okay, my apologies about that. Now let's say nav planning. Okay, now we are planning our navigation. Okay, we have a file called stack navigation. Okay, stack navigation. Okay, I don't know, something is shaking here. Okay, something is shaking. Okay, so guys, let's continue. My apologies about that. So inside this, the component that we're going to have, it's this one. Okay, the nav container, it must be there. Okay, and also inside this stack navigator, we are going to have a registry or register. Let's say a register for now. Okay, what is a register? If you have been in any government place or academic place like university, there is a reception there. Then a reception has got all the information about the campus or about the government office. Okay, the routes to where to go when you want this, the lecture hall, when you want the lecture, when you want the dean, when you want the HOD. Okay, they've got everything. So this register acts as that. Okay, this means that we need to register our screens. Okay, our screens must be registered. Okay, our screens must be registered. So this means that this stack navigator holds the crucial part of the navigation, because somewhere in your code, anywhere, you can't jump to a screen that is not registered here. Okay, in our case, we've got home. Okay, let me just type here. In our case, we are going to have home as the dashboard, and let me just say detail for now, because whenever we press a meal, we're going to have details about that meal. Okay, let me just say details for now. Okay, and our two screens doesn't give us more information about other tabs. Okay, so this means that these screens need to be registered here, okay, in the register, so that wherever we are, okay, in the code or in the screens, whenever we want to navigate to a screen, it must be here. So this register is more like the reception. Okay, it's more like the reception. So whatever we want to do, we must register the screens here. Okay, what else? Okay, inside the stack navigation, let's say now we are going to jump to home. Okay, so when we are here from onboarding, okay, obviously this onboarding, this whole part, the stack navigation is in control of it. Okay, let me use a red color here. So this means that not from the splash, from here, okay, the stack will take control of this. The stack navigator will say, I got you, because I've got, my apologies about that, I've got the navigation container, so that all the navigators that will be in the app, I will provide them with that container. So the navigation container will be here, okay, simply because this home will be a parent of this stack. Okay, meaning that it will be inside the stack, meaning that it's not going to be outside. It's not going to be outside this. Okay, so let me just revisit this a little bit, okay, so that I can draw a realistic okay, this is a realistic version of it, but what I wanted to some sort of address is that, okay, we are having a navigation container wrapping everything. That is true based on the documentation, but the only part that I wanted to add is that this file, it's called the stack navigator. Okay, this is the stack that I wanted to add here. Okay, so this is going to be our stack navigator. My apologies about my writing. Okay, so this file .tsx, okay, so this doesn't mean that the container, the navigation container, is inside the stack. It doesn't happen that way. The documentation says no, the stack needs to be inside the container. Okay, but the file is stack navigator, and then from there we are going to have the stack. Okay, and then the stack is going to have a register, as we have highlighted, and then when you from the stack you can navigate to a page which is home. Okay, home will consist of a tab navigator. Okay, as you are going to see that home has got tabs. So now at least it's clear. Okay, I know that I'm going to have a file stack navigator, that will have as a wrapping component navigation container, because everything must happen inside the navigation container. All the navigators, they are inside the navigation container. Cool beans. Let's continue. And then the tab navigator, okay, the tab navigator will be called from the stack, okay, meaning that it's not outside the navigation container. Okay, now let's continue, guys, and implement. Now at least things are a bit clearer. Okay, I'm not a big fan, to be honest, of memorizing. I always like to dig myself out of the hole. Whenever I feel like I'm confused, I always rely on principles, on what doesn't change, and work from there. Okay, if maybe I might have, what can I say, maybe let's say there's a mistake that I've made, then that's where I refine my own thinking. Okay, so that now I know this is how things go. So we've got navigators, and then we've got our stack navigator, which is a file. Okay, meaning that the first thing that we said is that this file needs to have a navigation container, because everything happens through an, okay, I've already imported it. Okay, so let's use this component. Okay, so this component is telling us that I must have children. Okay, as you can see, because it's a container, so a container wants something. Okay, let me not save for now. Okay, and then once we are done with this, there is a file, okay, that has got a perfect example that we can use, and it's here on Hello React, and it's also here. Okay, I think there is it, Hello React navigation. Okay, so we can just click any of these so that we can navigate here. Okay, there is a code that we are going to copy and paste from here. Okay, installing the native stack. Remember, we have just installed React navigation. Okay, these are different navigators, so we are going to install the first navigator. I would like to believe the stack navigator is some sort of the chief navigator, because it contains the registry. Okay, I think it's always there. Okay, you can't do without the stack navigator. Okay, but we are going to see that now. So now let's get into the stack navigator. Okay, as you can see, we are installing the React stack navigator. Always come here and cancel. Okay, and then copy and paste, and then install. Okay, let's continue, guys. I'm happy with what I see. As you can see, it's installing. Okay, everything is installing. Now what we want to do, it's done installing. Let's go and check what else. Okay, let's see. Done. Okay, okay, this depends on the, okay, it's telling us what we did. Okay, creating a native stack navigator. Okay, this is how we create it. Okay, now we've already imported the navigation container. Cool beans. Now we need to import this. Okay, create a native stack navigator. Okay, this is what we need to import. Okay, let's my apologies about that. Okay, let's come back here. Let's import that. Am I importing from the same library? React native stack. Okay, not from the same. Okay, it's fine here. Now let's see how you use it. Okay, so in this example, okay, the screens that we are going to navigate to, they have been declared as components inside the same file. In our case, these screens are going to be separate files. Okay, so let's first create those screens so that you cannot be confused, because here the screens are already here. Maybe for simplicity, okay, let's do things exactly as they are doing it here, and then I will tell you when we are extracting the screens out. Okay, instead of starting by having them extracted out. Okay, so I want to help you when you are following this documentation, you can follow it as is. Okay, so let's see, we've got this function, okay, which is home screen. What else do we have? Do we have another screen? Okay, at the moment we don't have another screen. Okay, cool beans. Let's see, screen 1 and screen 2, don't we have an example like that? Yeah, here are 2 screens where these screens have been defined. Oh, okay, I think this is the continuation. Okay, it is a continuation, but this one is fine, it will work. Okay, so let's create a component. It's more like a screen. Okay, you can, what can I say, you can take this component outside and it become a separate file, but for now we are going to take it from here. Okay, that's the home screen because we want to follow this as is. And then you need to create a stack, okay, from this function, the one that we imported. Then let's go to our stack navigator. Somewhere here we are going to use this, so we are assigning, okay, we're saying stack is equal to create native stack navigator. We are creating the stack navigator here, and then we've got a navigation container that is complaining at the moment. So inside stack, okay, we've got .navigator, so it's a stack navigator. Let me just copy all of this as is. Okay, let me paste it inside here. As you can see, cool beans, no complaints now. Okay, now let's go back to our drawing board so that we can some sort of make sure that we align our theory with the practical. This is what we said. Theoretically, we are going to have a file which is called stacknavigator.tsx. we have that. Inside that file we've got navigation container that will wrap everything. We have that. And then we've got a stack, okay, navigator. We have that. And then inside it it links to home. Okay, the tab navigator will be inside home. Remember, it's going to be displayed inside home, so it's going to be there inside home. I think the theory matches the practical exactly. Okay, what about the registry? There's something that I didn't mention. Let's check the registry part. Okay, here is the registry part. Stack.screen, we are registering a screen which is home. So it means that when I'm inside home, I can't navigate to product detail. As long as it's not being registered here, then it means that it's going to be a problem. You won't be able to navigate to that screen. Okay, so for now we've got a simple screen which is our home screen. Okay, let's say inside our stack, let me put it like that because we are going to take it outside of the stack. Okay guys, I hope this is simple and it's still easier for you to follow. Okay, then I think everything works well so far in terms of installing the React navigation. I think we did everything that we were supposed to do. Now what we want to do, we want to navigate. Okay, we want to navigate. Now my question is, where is the onboarding screen? Okay, because it looks like whatever that we are saying here has got nothing to do with the onboarding screen. Okay, so meaning that an onboarding screen, it's a screen that the React navigation system knows not of. Okay, as you can see, we have linked home with the React navigation. Even in theory we did that, but in terms of onboarding screen, it looks like it's not part of what can I say, the whole thing. Okay, so what we are going to do in terms of navigation, okay, let's test if we can navigate. I think we can. I will tell you the reason when I am in that onboarding screen, why I think we can. Okay, let's just go back there. Okay, Let's just go to navigating between screen. Now we are done here. Moving between screens. There are two ways to move between screen here on React navigation. Okay. Let me just show you those. Okay, navigation between screens. Okay. The first one is to use this prop. Okay, you just take this prop. I'm assuming every screen, according to this, I think according to React Native, every screen can receive this. Okay, every screen can receive this, and then from there you can use it. For instance, navigation.navigate, and then you navigate to a certain screen. The screen that will be navigating to, it's a registered screen. Okay, I think this will work. Let's check the other way. Okay, the other way is to import a router. Okay, which is, where is it? Function detail navigation. Where is an option where you import? Okay, you import navigation as a route. Going back. Okay, this is still the old way. Let's check another way. Function detail screen. This is still the old way. Navigation.navigate.router name. Yes. Okay, nesting navigation cycle. Okay, not a problem. Let's try the first one. Okay, I think we're going to use navigation for the second option, but it's nothing to write a story about. Let's just quickly test and implement, guys. Now let's come here, and then now we need to think like architects. Okay, we need to pass a function here that will be executed by the onboarding screen. We don't need to go to the onboarding screen, because the onboarding screen is telling us that if you can supply me a function to execute, I will execute that. Okay, so let's first do it like this. Okay, we are going to receive navigation from here. Okay, we're going to receive a navigation from here, and then okay, let me just, for the correct syntax, let me just copy something here. Navigation.navigate. Okay, something like this. Okay, as you can see. Okay, navigation.navigate home. Okay, let me check our screen. Is our screen home also here on the stack navigator? On the stack navigator, let's see what do I want to do. Okay, let's see, where is the stack navigator? We've got home screen here, not home. Okay, we can change it. Okay, the home name has got a home component, not a problem. So let's go back to the app. Okay, let's go back to the app. Let's pass here a function. Okay, this is how we're going to pass it. Let's pass a function that will be executed, and that function, when it's being executed, it will execute this, which is navigation.navigate.home. Okay, I'm still not confident, okay, about this code for now. Okay, I still need to run through it to make sure that it's bulletproof. There are some things that I think we just need to rearrange so that it can work perfectly. Okay, for instance, now the question that I'm asking myself is, where is my entry point? Okay, my entry point is app. Okay, is my app aware of the navigation? Not really. So meaning that the app is taking an initiative to try to navigate to a different screen, okay, without even being aware, without even being aware of the navigation. To me, something is wrong there, okay, in how I am implementing so far. But it's what can I say, it's a good thing, okay, because I am thinking as I'm implementing. So meaning that if I'm doing that, this simply means that why do I need our stack navigator if now I am bold to navigate to a different screen without mentioning it. Something is wrong with how we are implementing. Okay, but we are not like entirely wrong, but there is something that we need to do. So let's think again. So what we want to do now, okay, what we want to do now, let's bring our stack navigation. Okay, let's bring our stack navigation here, okay, in the main app. Okay, because the stack navigation is the key here. Okay, so now I can't just jump to one screen to another without, what can I say, without mentioning the stack, because the stack is the key. So that's how I course correct myself. Okay, as a developer, you need to be like, what can I say, a human immune system. Okay, a human immune system is some sort of resistance or resilient. Okay, it has got a certain way of some sort of, what can I say, rearranging itself to adapt to cold weathers, to heal wounds, to do a lot of things, to fight bacteria. Okay, so that's the mentality that you need to adopt, and that's how I'm doing things. Why? Because I'm not a big fan of memorizing. Okay, hence to you, I'm pushing understanding, so that when you feel like something is not working, so that you can talk yourself through into the right thing. Okay, so with that being said, now let's just give our, let me just cut this out here and paste it here for now, and I will comment it. Okay, so now let's give our router its own power. Okay, which is, as you can see now, everything is empty here. We are not the router, our stack navigator. So we are going to import our stack navigator here. As you can see, guys, I'm importing our stack navigator. Why? It's the primary thing in the entrance, because it's the chief. So let's just quickly go back to the drawing board. So if this is splash, okay, that means this is before. So the first thing that we do here, somewhere in between, okay, let's where are my pencil? Okay, that's not much of a problem. So somewhere here, okay, we need to say, whoa, we need to consult the chief. Okay, and the chief is the stack. Okay, the stack navigator, because it has got the registry. You cannot go anywhere without the map. So somewhere here we are going to say the stack is the king. Okay, stack nav. Okay, let me just check if we are still recording. Okay, we are almost in 2 hours. I'm happy with that. Okay, let's see. And then we are here, we are saying the stack nav needs to be the chief. I'm happy with that, because in theory that's what we are trying to do. Okay, we can't implement routing or moving to other screens without the stack. There will be something wrong in how we implement it. So, and then from there, the stack needs to tell us where to go. Okay, as you can see, the stack, it's invisible. Okay, it's invisible, you don't see it. Then it needs to tell us where to go. Inside the stack, we need to tell the stack that this is the initial route. Okay, meaning that once you get in the stack, once the stack is in control, it needs to tell us which screen to render first. And then I will be happy with that implementation. So let's quickly go here and implement that, and then let's save here. Okay, as you can see, guys, when we get into the entrance, we get to the stack navigation, and then once we get into the stack navigation, the stack navigation needs to tell us where do we go. Okay, let me just quickly check, meaning that, as you can see now, if that happens, the stack needs to tell us that the initial route, it's the onboarding screen. Nice. Okay, as you can see now, the onboarding screen becomes a servant. Okay, who calls it? It's the stack. Now if it's being called by the stack, it means that it has got the superpowers to navigate, because it's a child, it's serving. Okay, it's some sort of, let me use the word inherit. Okay, it's inheriting. I'm happy with this implementation. So let's just quickly make some minor adjustments. Okay, now the stack is the king, 100%. I'm happy with that. This means that we need to have a folder here called screens. Okay, folder here called screens. Screens. Okay, .tsx. A folder, my apologies, screens. This is a folder. Okay, where is it? Screens. Okay, then we have onboarding. Okay, let me just say our onboarding. Okay, the reason why I'm always putting this our onboarding, I want you to see these files as I'm using them, because if I can use Africa's onboarding and also we have our onboarding, then there might be a confusion there. So this is our onboarding.tsx. I'm happy with this. Okay, as you can see, guys, now we are hitting into the solid principle. Okay, this data, okay, has got nothing to do with the main entrance of our app, but it has got everything to do with the onboarding screen. As you can see, guys, RNFE. If you might ask yourself, how do I get this code snippet, there is an VS Code extension which is ES7. It has got a very long word and I don't memorize that word. ES7 React Redux GraphQL / React Native Snippet. You need to install this. Enough about that. Let's continue. Okay, now as you can see, guys, this array has got something to do with the onboarding screen, our onboarding screen, the one that will some sort of use Africa's onboarding screen. Okay, let's go back to the app. Remember, we commented an onboarding screen here. We need it because this is the responsibility of this screen. Okay, and then the onboarding screen, let's see. Okay, for now, to minimize some errors, let's not test a lot of things, let's just use. Okay, we need to import it first from Africa. I'm happy with that. Okay, it needs to take in navigation from here. Okay, as you can see, guys, why am I confident that it has got navigation? Because it's coming from the stack. Okay, and then we will supply it with the array. I'm happy with that. So let's not test things for now. I would like to assume this onboarding screen by default it fills the entire page. Okay, okay, first let me supply. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, undo. Okay, so let me style this container in such a way that it fits the entire screen. Okay, but I would like to believe that the onboarding screen fits the entire page by default. Okay, but let's quickly do this. Okay, so now what we are doing, we are making sure that the onboarding screen, when it gets in, is not going to be confined. Okay, this will fit the whole screen and the onboarding screen will work. Let's just go back to app.tsx, save everything here. Okay, as you can see, app.tsx is cleaner. Okay, we are not using this the status bar. I'm not sure about that. Let's just delete it for now. Okay, the onboarding screen and the showroom, we don't need it here. As you can see, guys, this code, it's cleaner. Okay, status bar, style auto. Let me just delete everything for now. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then what else do we want to do now? Okay, onboarding screen, you are going to be called by the stack navigator. Now you need to be here. As you can see, guys, this home, okay, is coming from here, around here. Okay, this is not how you're supposed to do things. The best way to go about it is to import the onboarding screen. Okay, now let's register onboarding. As you can see, guys, now we are doing things the right way. Okay, Okay, so meaning that we are going to register a screen. Make sure that this is not the same name. Let me just type here our, okay, on board. So I'm just going to say our on board, okay, because I want you to see this when it's showing on the screen. Okay, and then here we are going to get our onboarding. As you can see, here is our onboarding. Automatically is going to be imported. So do you see how do you take screens from outside? Okay, so in terms of home, for now let me just remove it, okay, because when you are still trying to get a library to work, don't test a lot of things, okay, just get it to work first and then you can manipulate and change things after. Okay, so this is not going to help us. Okay, where I am, okay, I am removing the home screen because we don't have, remember I said something about initial screen when I'm here. Okay, I'm still going to go back to this, okay, my apologies about that. I'm still going to go back to that. So okay, the pen is disturbing me. Okay, let's come here guys, and then what we want to do, okay, we're in the code. As you can see, we've got only onboarding here. Okay, this is the only screen that we have. Okay, when we get into that screen, we need to navigate to another screen. Okay, that means we must have another screen, but that screen, it needs to be registered here. That means it looks like as we don't have a choice but to go to screens and create a empty home screen. Okay, let's create home screen .tsx. It's the one that will be housing tab navigation. Okay, let's rnfe. Okay, now we've got this. Now when we get into onboarding, okay, first of all let's go to Stack Navigator and register home screen here. As you can see, we must have it here. Okay, we said this is the registration, okay, or the reception. Okay, then let's say home screen here. Okay, then since we already have home screen, we can import it here. Okay, as you can see guys, we're getting there. Okay, now our navigator has got two screens. Okay, the best way to tell it is to tell it the initial route. Okay, so for now let's just rely on the fact that there is onboarding here, okay, as the first screen. Okay, but we need to tell it the initial route. Okay, which default screen must I go to? Okay, remember it is invisible, so it's not a screen on its own. I hope everything is clear now. Now let me think and see. Okay, I've got my Stack Navigator. Okay, it has got the registry, register all our screens. I'm happy. It will go to a screen that is already registered, which is onboarding. I'm happy with that. When we get into onboarding, okay, we are going to navigate to a screen. Here it's only home, but on the navigator it's registered as home screen. We need to balance that. Okay, navigate to home screen. Okay, now guys, I am happy with this. I hope you are learning something. If you do, don't forget to subscribe. So what I'm going to do now, okay, I'm going to run this project npx expo start. Okay, then let me check my connection if it's still available. As you can see, it's not available. Okay, let me minimize this for now until I connect. Okay, putting my password on my phone. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see, and then let's view. Okay, it's connecting. I'm happy with this. Okay, and then let's go back here. Let's wait for this project to load here. Okay, once it's done loading, then we can start it. Okay, I don't think we have much to talk about. I will just pause the video. I will also it's starting. Okay, I thought it's going to take some time. Okay guys, it's loading. Okay, as you can see here it appears there. Let me tap on it. Guys, if there is an error, do not be afraid of errors. Okay, fall in love with errors. Errors can teach you a lot. Okay, errors are very helpful. Okay, errors can teach you a lot. So don't be afraid of errors. Don't be angry, don't be sad when you see errors. Okay, this problem now, it's only a let's view problem. Oh, okay, it's not on top. Okay, my apologies, this is my problem, my fault. This is supposed to be always on top. Okay, as you can see guys, I like the splash screen. Okay, it's nice. We did a great job. Okay, I hope even the designer might be happy with our splash screen. Okay, it's nice and neat. Okay, this is still loading. Let's check how far. Okay, I hope it's loading for real. It's not jammed. Boom, guys, we did it. We did it, guys. It's very rare you get this right from the get-go. I hope you are learning how I am not what can I say, I am not like memory driven. Okay, I am not memory driven. Okay, I need to sit and think. Okay, what helps me, it's understanding the essence of things. So this theory that I'm loading you with, okay, I'm helping you so that if you can be in a what can I say, a technical test where you are being asked to do something, so that you can be able to talk yourself into doing the right thing. Okay, it's very rare that you quickly get this to work like from the get-go. Okay, I am proud of ourselves. Okay, we are doing a great job here. So as you can see guys, automatically we've got the screen name. Remember, that's why I have named these screens this way, because now when you see onboarding, okay, you might not really know which one is it. Okay, so this onboard as a first screen, it's this one. Okay, let me show you. It's where we are now. My apologies about that. I'm lost in my own code. It happens every time. Okay, to any developer. Okay, let's see our stack navigator. Here is it. Okay, if we can change it here, let's save my name. As you can see guys, this is not even my name. Okay, not a problem. I'm happy with this. And then what else do we want to test? Okay, as you can see guys, we've got this. Okay, remember, we don't want this. Okay, but for now I'm going to leave it here simply because we are just testing things. Okay, I'm going to get into details where I'm showing you how to remove it. Boom. Okay, let's continue. Swipe. Okay, where is my next? Oh, okay guys, now it looks like we have to move it. Okay, because this is taking some space. Okay, as you can see, taking some space. And now our next is somewhere underneath. Okay, it doesn't have enough space, so let's quickly remove it. Okay, it will mean that I have to go to the drawing board and explain some concepts. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's talk about what can I say? Let me say it's stack. Okay, stack nav for navigator config. Okay, now we are configuring the stack navigation. Okay, this is how you're supposed to think about this. Okay, we've got the stack navigation. Okay, as the king. Okay, it's a king. So there are two ways to style things in React navigation. Okay, it's through the king. Okay, let me just do this. It's through the king. Okay, which is, let's say, to configure. Use style or configure. Let me just say use configure for now. Okay, I hope this is the right spelling. Configuration, configure. Okay, so there are two ways to configure things here in React navigation. Okay, through the king, or it can be through, if it's not through the king, through the screens. Okay, here is the idea. Okay, let's say you've got a stack of screens. Okay, stack of screens. Okay, and the individual screens, as you can see, these are individual screens. Let's say you want to remove this header in all of the screens. Okay, this in all of the screens. It will mean that if you are doing it through the screens, you have to remove it here, remove it here, remove it here, remove it here. As you can see, guys, you will repeat yourself. You might even forgot to remove it. You can do the same thing through the king. You will do it once and it will happen everywhere. Okay, the change will run from here. This is a commander. Boom, all of these will have a default. Okay, however, if you might only want to change it in a specific child or screen, then you can come here and do the same thing. Okay, I hope you get the essence of that. So let's go back here. So now we have to choose. Okay, we have to choose what do we want to do on this specific screen. Okay, on this specific screen we want to remove this. Okay, because I want to leave it on the home screen so that you can see that it's not here only, but it's there on the home screen. Okay, and then I will show you how to like remove it in everywhere. Now what we are going to do, water break, or let me take a small break. My apologies about that. Now what I want to do, remember I said this is the only and the only, I repeat, the only video that you will watch and be able to go to the employers and fix your CV and say, I'm a React Native developer. Believe me, and I'm still standing on my word for that. This is the only. Okay, just give me time. If you give me time and listen what I'm saying, believe me, I can speak sense into your ears. Okay, let's continue, guys. Okay, so let's look for this screen. Here is this screen. It's an onboarding. Okay, now let's see where do we want to be. Here we can pass options. Okay, why we didn't test, okay, the reason why we didn't test the navigation is because of the option is not here, so we need to remove this. Okay, so there is an options here. Okay, as you can see here, it pops up. Okay, options. What I like to do, okay, it takes two brackets. Okay, as you can see. Okay, I like to always put it here at the end so that I can push it so that all my options are, what can I say, in the bottom line. Okay, in the next line. So what do I want here in these options? I want header. So guys, React navigation has got a lot of settings. Okay, as a beginner, it's not easy to memorize them, even to know where do they sit here. That one you have to practice. Okay, that one you have to practice, but there is a way to go about it. I want a setting or a styling that has got something to do with the header. So I will just type header here. I didn't memorize anything, and I would look for options here. Okay, looking for something along the lines of header shown. As you can see, it's header shown. Let's set this to false. Okay, so this is how I go about it. Okay, as I'm using it, I always filter and then choose from there. Okay, as you can see, guys, boom, now the header is gone. Okay, now let's see if I click here, are we going to get to the next screen? Okay, let's just click here, guys, and see. Let's see, nothing happens. Let's just check on the logs. Okay, no error, nothing, not a problem. Okay, not a problem. Let's go back and see where we are. Okay, where is our where is the onboarding screen? Okay, onboarding screen. Okay, you are supposed to execute this function, and then inside this function, looks like I'm executing a lot of functions. Okay, I'm executing a lot. I think I can save myself from executing a lot. Okay, let me just remove this one and see what's going on here. When I'm in here, I'm executing, then I'm supposed to execute from here, not also to call, my apologies, another function to execute. So for testing and simplicity, let's just type alert. Okay, just to test for now if this is working. Cool beans, kumbaya, it's working. Now let's replace this alert with this option. Okay, I've saved. Now let's click and see. Boom, guys, I don't know why it's still, it's still alerting because I've made a mistake. Okay, guys, my apologies about that, but it's working. Okay, guys, believe me, it's very rare that you get this right from the get-go. Okay, if that happens, there is a certain way of doing things which we are adopting and using, and believe me, it's very rare. Okay, YouTube tutorials and courses, they are just telling you how to do it. Okay, they don't talk you through the decisions and the logic, of which that's what makes a developer. If you want to become a senior developer, the decisions that you make are the ones that makes your income. Okay, not your code or whatever. Okay, so guys, let's continue. Okay, let me remove the alert. This is a very big mistake. I was supposed to remove the alert here. Okay, and paste this one here and save. So I have moved to home screen. Okay, let's see if I go back. I can go back to the onboarding screen. Is that ideal to go back to an onboarding screen? Okay, to me, it's more like saying I will go back to the splash screen. You don't have to go back to the splash screen. Okay, the splash screen is there to give the system some time to reboot and processes things, and then from then it what can I say, when it's ready, it will show you the main screen. Okay, now you are saying, no, when I go back, I want to go to the splash screen. It doesn't work. So also, guys, with onboarding, okay, onboarding, suppose it comes once. Okay, sometimes it gives you some configurations, it gives you some settings on it, like introduces you to the application, so that if there are some certain things that you need to know, you can quickly do that. For instance, let's say you have to register, so that has to be on the onboarding screen. Okay, I'm happy with where we are, even though we can still go back to the onboarding screen. That's not much of a problem. But when we are here, React navigation has got some top bar with this arrow. Okay, why it was not there on when we were here, even though we have removed it? It's simply because this was the first screen. Okay, you cannot go back to the splash screen, so we need to simulate that even here. Okay, we need to simulate that even here. When you are here, not because of we are going to remove the arrow, okay, but it must not be possible to go back, okay. But there is something that I said we are going to test, and I am worried that I forgot about it, but it's here on stack navigation, okay. Now let's see, we've got two screens on the stack navigation, but the stack navigation executed onboarding, okay. What if for some reason it will execute home? It's going to be a problem, okay. Now let's try to tell it which is the default screen, okay. How are we going to do that? We are going to go to the stack, okay, the stack navigator, and then in the stack navigator, this is where also I test things, okay. Remember I said there is a lot of settings here, okay, a lot. So you don't know if what you are looking for it's in the component, like here, like for instance styles, it's in the component. You don't have to put another options and whatever. So you are not sure if it's a component prop or it's inside options, okay. So what I usually do, I will come here and I will type what I think, okay, it's supposed to be available. So what do I want here? I want an initial route, okay, as you can see guys, okay, initial route name, the option is here. So I want to change the initial route name to home screen because the system has chosen what? Onboarding. So I'm giving you some tips and tricks on how to handle things. I want to show you that it has to choose this home route. In case it's not choosing, okay, it will be, we have to refresh, okay, we have to close the system, some sort of shut it down and refresh again in case it's not choosing. So let's save, and then I'm going to move this, and then I'm going to go here and I'm going to start from scratch. As you can see, nice splash screen, okay, happy with that. You are going to be the best of the best. I mean it, and I still mean it. You are going to be the best of the best. Boom guys, now it goes to where? To home screen, okay. So since now we know that we want the onboarding, let's quickly do that, okay, quickly do that. Let's refresh, let's click here. As you can see guys, we are getting there, okay. Let's just wait for some time. Let me just take a water break. Boom, I'm happy with this, okay, I'm happy with this. This is something. Let's click next and get started. Boom guys, okay, if you have made it this far, congratulations, you are going to become the best, okay. When we are done with this course, you are going to take your CV and be confident and apply as a React Native developer. Let's continue. So from here, what do I want to do? I don't like the fact that I can go back here, even if I can remove this, okay. Still, that doesn't mean I cannot go back, because remember I can go back using the phone, as you can see, okay, without using this one. So I need to make sure that according to the navigation I mitigate that option, okay. So how are we going to do that? Cool beans, stick with me, I'll make you famous, I'll take you places to see different faces. I'm Matthew Msengati, the designer and developer from South Africa, the best of both worlds, the hybrid. In South Africa they are calling me the zebra, simply because I have earned my stripes. Enough about me, let's continue, okay. So what I want to do now, okay, let's go to the navigation, okay. Let's go, where are we navigating? We're navigating here, okay. This is navigation.navigate, okay. I'm a chance taker, I take chances, okay. There is an option here for replacing, okay. You are not going to, but you are replacing. So instead of the onboarding in the stack, remember we talk of the stack, let's go back to the drawing board. We have spoken of a stack, okay. These screens are stacked somewhere, okay. They are always like that. Okay. Now, instead of moving from here to here, okay, you are swiping, okay, meaning that on this position number 2, you are saying that I am going to replace, okay, so on this position number 2, now you are going to replace with number 1, which is the first screen. Okay, obviously one other thing from here, okay, using what can I say, using navigation from this prop, okay, it works, but we are not taking full functionality of TypeScript. Okay, meaning that with TypeScript, when you press this dot here, you can get some suggestion on what you are supposed to, what can I say, the method that are possible, okay, given the object. Okay, but now since we are using this one, as you can see, the type is any, so those are the disadvantages of using like pure JavaScript or vanilla JavaScript. So let me take chances. Okay, let me type replace here. Okay, I know the method exists, okay, but obviously there might be some syntax errors, there might be capital letter or any other things. Hence I'm saying in this channel or in this video I will teach you how to get around things, okay, in a certain way. Okay, let's refresh. Let's go back here and let's start and see. As you can see, guys, here is our home splash screen. Happy with that. Okay, and then what we want to do, let's wait for it. And also I'm thinking when we are done, I'm going to save the APK. I'm going to save the APK and it's going to be available. Okay, it's going to be available so that you can download the APK on your Android and use it. Let's continue, guys. Okay, let's continue. I'm happy with this. Now let's get started. As you can see, guys, now we have replaced, okay, my apologies about that. This is let's view. Okay, as you can see, guys, we have replaced the screen that was there, so that screen no longer exists in the stack. Okay, the screen no longer exists in the stack, is not there. Okay, you cannot go back. Okay, you cannot go back there, it doesn't exist. Okay, let's go back here. I want to be here. Okay, let's see, my apologies about that. Let me click export go. Let's see, make sure this is on top. Okay, I hope you are learning, guys. I am Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer. Okay, I want to make this simple for you and break it down. Okay, so now do you believe me when I'm saying this is the one and only video that you are going to watch on React Native? Okay, I hope. If not, stick with me. Okay, I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to break this concept down, and we're not going to create an immature or a weak application where the employers can see that this one was not a production. I want high quality. Okay, let's go there, guys. As you can see, guys, now we don't have an option to go back. Even if I'm going back in my own button, it exits. Okay, done. We have nailed it, guys. If you are still here, I'm happy. Let's say you don't know CSS, you don't know React Native, don't worry, I've got you. I've got you in my mind and in my own heart. I'm going to teach you this and I'm going to make it simple. Okay, I want to be recognized as the Feynman of coding. I want to articulate and break it down and dissect these concepts so that you can understand them. Okay, let's continue. Now where we are, guys. Okay, we are inside home. Okay, we are inside home. I'm happy with this. Now home wants a tab navigation. Let's go back to the mockup. It's been a while since we have visited the mockup. Now this is where we are. Okay, as you can see, guys, this is where we are. Let's see how long we've been running. Okay, almost like 2 hours. Let's continue, guys. So this is okay. My apologies about what's going on in my mind. Okay, this is where we are, and I'm right, but something is confusing about where we are. Let me tell you why. Okay, why I'm laughing. Okay, now when you are looking at the user interface, you need to analyze it. Okay, you need to analyze the user interface. Okay, the first thing that I thought I was going to mention when getting into these screens is that, okay, the first screen is this one. Okay, I don't know why the designer has decided to do it like that. Okay, and the second screen is this one. Okay, I don't like this order. Okay, because when I was analyzing this screen, I was like, where do I go to the next screen? Okay, I've looked for this, but this is a plus. It means that you are adding an item or you are doing something. It doesn't suggest go to the next screen. When I'm going here, this means go back to a certain screen. And I was asking myself, if this is the first screen, how am I going to go back? Am I going to go back to the splash screen? This was a bit confusing up until I realized that, oh, I am used to this screen, the main screen or the home screen, being on the left and this screen being on the right. Okay, so after I thought of that, and I was like, okay, this is no longer that difficult. Okay, so let's quickly do that, guys. Okay, so that this can make so that this can be, what can I say, it can be in a way that we understand. Okay, obviously the designer has got his or her own way of doing things. So this is what this means. This is the first screen. Okay, when you are here, you cannot go back. As you can see, back is not there. Okay, because you are coming from an onboarding, so you cannot go back. And then we've got tabs. Okay, we've got tabs. Okay, not only we've got tabs, and then from there, once you click on this, okay, dish, as you can see, guys, this is the detail of that. As you can see, I hope now it's clear. So when I was laughing about that. Okay, so cool beans, let's continue. So we want to navigate to home, of which we did. Let's look at here. Do you see, guys, that we do have what can I say, we do have a header bar here, just like this one. Okay, my apologies about that. We do have a header bar. We just need to evaluate that. Are we going to go through the system of implementing this header bar, or we are just going to remove it and do it on our own? I think removing it will make our life easier, believe me, guys. Okay, removing it will make our life easier. Okay, so now we need to install the bottom tabs. Okay, go back to let's go back to React navigation. Okay, let's go under navigators. Okay, under navigators, we are done with the stack. Okay, there is a drawer, then there is a bottom tabs. Okay, let's see. Okay, bottom tabs, let's see, guys. You can see here the bottom tabs, guys. Okay, installation, this is how you install them. Okay, this is how you install the bottom tabs. Let me copy this and install the bottom tabs. Okay, as you know, the rule of thumb, always cancel the server. Okay, cancel the server and install the bottom tabs. Okay, okay, I'm happy about that. Let's see what else we can do. Okay, I've accidentally pressed my WhatsApp. Okay, let's see. So I've installed the tabs. Okay, let's look at the documentation. To use this tab navigator, import it from. Okay, so the other thing that I want you to see here, I want you to look for patterns. Okay, repeating patterns. Okay, the same way we have installed the stack navigator, okay, and use the stack navigator, the pattern, it's going to be similar, like almost like the same. Okay, as you can see, we're importing the create bottom tab function or method, and then here we're assigning it to tabs, and the same thing happens, guys. Okay, so it means that tabs, bottom tabs will want to have its own screens. Okay, it will want to have its own screens. So let's go back to, okay, for now let's copy the code since we are here. Okay, 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 let's copy the code. The reason why I am thinking, this is what I'm thinking. Okay, are we going to put the bottom tabs here inside home screen, of which in terms of what can I say, in terms of clean code and what can I say, the solid principle, I don't think that will be the best way. Reason being, we've got a folder here for navigators. Okay, this is a screen, it's not a navigator, so it doesn't have to hold information about navigation. Okay, it might consume a navigator, which is a tab navigator, but it must not be a navigator. Okay, hope you get the difference, meaning that if we define a navigator inside home screen, that means home screen is a navigator. But if we can define a navigator outside the home screen, that means home screen uses the navigator. The relationship is very important. Okay, so let's continue with our consistency. Let's have a tab navigator. Okay, let's say our, okay, tab navigator.tsx. Okay, a quick reminder, the reason why I'm using our, I want you to keep track of our files and our component and quickly recognize that this is the component that we have created. This is not React Navigation's component. Okay, RNFE. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, now what we want to do, we said on home screen, okay, we are going to import our tab navigator. Okay, it's a self-closing tag and save. Let's see what will happen. Okay, we are not connected, remember, my apologies about that. Okay, let me run npx expo start. Okay, cool beans. I hope you are learning. Okay, I hope you are getting the most out of this tutorial. Then again, my promise, this is going to be the last tutorial that you are going to watch on React Native. Okay, let's continue. And then in the meantime, I can't just watch and look at this. What else can I do in the meantime? Okay, let me refresh this. Okay, something that I didn't mention. Okay, as you are holding your phone with Expo, you can shake your phone, as in shaking it, and a certain menu is supposed to pop up. Okay, for now, maybe because of it's disconnected, it doesn't show up, but I will keep on trying. I will show you that there is also another way of refreshing. Okay, there is another way of refreshing. Okay, this is the awesome splash screen. This splash screen is awesome. Okay, well done to us, me and you, for creating this splash screen. Okay, let's continue, guys. Okay, if you are maybe a bit tired, you can pause the video, get a cup of coffee, refresh. Okay, and let's continue. Okay, as you can see guys, inside here we've got our tab navigator. Okay, now let's go to our tab navigator. We need to put the tab navigator here. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is my tab navigator. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy all of this as is. Okay, going to copy all of this as is, and inside here, okay, I'm just going to leave this and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, I'm just going to use this name. Okay, here. Okay, and then I'm going to export okay, export default. Okay, export default our tab navigator. Okay, and then our tab navigator needs some screens. Okay, for now I'm just going to create those screens inside here just for testing. Remember, okay, always minimize things that might create unnecessary bugs, okay, or unnecessary debugging. Okay, so that's why I'm doing that here. So let me just say const name this home screen. I'm not really don't want home screen. Let's use our mockup. Okay, this usually means that this is the screen that is currently active. Okay, this is where we are. So what might be the name of this screen? Okay, this is your shopping cart, this is your favorite, this is an e-commerce application, so I'm supposed to have an idea of what comes here. These are your orders. When you've ordered something, you need to know what you've ordered and did you pick it up or it arrived, or the status. And indeed, this is the home page. Okay, but to me it looks like a bell. Okay, like a bell notification. Okay, so meaning that when we are actually coding this, we need to okay, let me see. Yeah, we need to change this to home. Okay, so we've got home, we've got orders, we've got your favorites. Okay, and then we've got your shopping cart. Okay, makes sense. Now let's say on our home. Okay, now I've just lost track of why I'm here. Happens every time. Okay, the reason why I came here, I wanted to see these. Okay, now I know. So this was home as a screen. That means we already have home. So if we call this welcome screen and it has got a home logo, it's going to be a problem. So later we need to change our naming. Okay, this screen needs to be welcome. Okay, and this one needs to be, this tab needs to be home. Okay, we will see what we can do. Okay, I think, let me note that. Okay, I might forget. Let me note that. Okay, change. Okay, where I am. Okay, let me note that. Okay, change home to welcome. Okay, change home to welcome. Okay, I'm happy about that. So it's home. Okay, it's home and orders and favorites. Okay, so let's just have home and orders for now. Okay, it's home screen. Let's just say home test. Okay, we are testing. Const home test is equal to an arrow function, and then we return let's return a text. Let's import it. Okay. Let's say home tab. Okay, this is home tab. Let's do the same thing for orders. Okay, copy and paste this and paste orders instead, and then let's say orders tab and save. All right, so it's still refreshing. Let's just check. Boom, guys. Boom, boom, boom. It's very rare that you get this right from the first time. Okay, let's look at it. We've got this tab and we've got this one. So let me just click on settings. Oh, okay, here is this settings. Okay, as you can see, guys, this label is settings. My apologies about that. We can say orders here. Okay, as you can see, guys, now inside home we are navigating through. We are able to switch between different screens. I'm happy with this. So what we need to do now, it looks like, or let me not say so, it looks like we are always going to remove headers from our screens. So we might as well remove headers from the king, which is the stack navigator. Okay, let's go back here. As you can see, when we were removing the headers shown here on the screen, what we did, we have used options. Okay, here on the king, it's not just options. Okay, it's screen options. Okay, so let's go to the king. Here is the king, and then let's look for screen options. My apologies about that. It has got two curly braces, and then let's say headers shown false. Okay, let's save, guys, and see. As you can see, guys, all of our screens now, including this one, okay, they don't have it. Okay, even if we can check the onboarding, it doesn't have it. So I hope you are learning something. Okay, let's continue, guys. Let's keep it going and let's keep it flowing like water. I'm Matthew Msengati. I'm your friend. Okay, so let's continue, guys. So what are we going to start with? Okay, in terms of the tabs, I think we have to indicate where we are. We don't have a choice. Okay, we can't remove this, but we will see, guys. Okay, we will see. So what I want to do now, let's work on this for now. Okay, the bottom tab, let's quickly check if that will be the best thing to do. I think so. That will be the best thing to do. Okay, so in order to make this tutorial as short as possible, okay, since I'm a developer, what I can do, I can take these icons as they are, okay, and implement them. Okay, but that will be an unnecessary process, okay, or use of your time. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use expo icons instead of these ones. The procedure will be the same, okay, but the hassle of incorporating these SVGs in this project, it's kind of outside the scope, even though I would like to do that, okay, but it's outside the scope. So now what we are going to do, we've got the home screen, we've got the orders, we've got the favorites, and we've got the shopping cart, okay, which is okay, in e-commerce we've got the shopping cart. We've got two things in e-commerce in terms of buying. Okay, maybe I'm used to the web, maybe that's why. We've got something, a screen, which is checkout. Okay, so I'm trying to incorporate this here because the functionality also is important. Okay, things must make sense. Remember, this is the project that we are going to present to employers. Okay, so we can't have a project that doesn't really make sense in terms of functionality, and then we will say, no, I was just making a sample, or that's not cool, guys. But for now, let's not worry much about those. Okay, let's get the icons. Okay, let's get to export icons. Okay, export icons, and then I'm looking for home. Okay, it's either we go for solid or we go for outlines. Okay, what is the designer looking for? Okay, first we are not going to use the designer's icon. I don't like that, but for the sake of this tutorial, it's the best thing to do. Now at least I need to go with outline, okay, so that I cannot change the look and feel. Okay, let's go back here. I must go with outline. Okay, let me just look for a modern outline of a home. Okay, a more roundish. Okay, if not, then I will. Okay, I think I like this one, but the design is not going to be consistent. Okay, let me use this one. The design is not going to be consistent with the cut and everything. The designer here has full control, okay, or to get the icons from somewhere. As you can see, these icons are a bit curvy. Okay, they are a bit curvy, they are not sharp, and they are modern. So I'm trying to use fonts, that icons that will be at least be similar. Okay, I'm trying to do that. So where I am, okay, I'm in the king. Okay, I am in the king, which is the stack navigator. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be what can I say, the king junior, which is the tab navigator, and then that's where I'm going to use these fonts. Okay, that's where I'm going to use the fonts. Okay, that's where I'm going to use the fonts. There is a font that I want to use. Let me go back to the code and let's use the font. Okay, now let's get here into home. Okay, here there is an option, okay, under options, which is where I am. I'm inside tab. Okay, so I'm talking about this screen, right? So whatever that I'm going to customize, it must be on the screen. So let's check options here. Okay, double curly braces. What I want from here, I want tab icon. Okay, tab icon. As you can see, guys, here is it, tab icon. Okay, this tab icon takes an arrow function, okay, or takes let me just show you, takes a JSX element, which is, I think we can, okay, we cannot pass this as it is. Okay, my apologies. That means, let me see those options. Tab icon, this is wrong. I thought this was right. Okay, this is wrong. Okay, guys, let's continue. Okay, let's put some brackets. Okay, as you can see, guys, okay, there's an arrow function that returns an element. Okay, so let's see, save. As you can see, guys, okay, we've got the icon. Okay, so for now I'm happy with this. Okay, because I wanted an icon, okay, just a general icon, because I want to style this. Okay, this is where I was going, okay, to the actual, what can I say, tab, bottom tab. Okay, not the icons for now. Okay, so I wanted any icon instead of this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pause the video and take just a small break, okay, and do some few things. Okay, I'm going to come back now.